Rudy's a little rusty.
I was like, there we go.
I was so afraid to show you what you were going to see because I knew what it was. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the return of Intel Live. Guys, I want to say it has been quite the journey for the team here at the Intel Live staff. We had Sarah, who was working on her Dragon Dogma character the entire time for the last month. We had Alex, who actually is wearing his cone of shame because of his injuries. And then, of course, you guys saw the craziness that happened to me last week. So we're so glad to be back. We're so glad to be returning. Guys, we're going to be consistent. This is the kickoff, and it is a very special one. Is it not, Alex? It's not. Is it special?
It is very special because we turn 1 year old.
Today is our birthday, so both Alex and I brought some special things here to kind of go in there. You guys are saying sound super quiet. I'm super quiet compared to Alex. Wow, that's weird. That's a first. That's a first. No kidding. Okay, I'll turn it. Is that better? Am I better now? So.
Actually, the real question.
Yeah, it's our 1 year anniversary show. I turned myself up. Let me know if that sounds better. Alex is peaking a lot. That's okay. I can turn him down. That is totally fine too. We can do all of that stuff. Guys, don't worry. We are working on it on all sorts of magical things. This is where we have all of the control. So we will turn Alex down a little bit. Okay. So how is that? Alex, say hi.
Hello. Hey guys, I have a cone because the doctor said I should stop licking my surgery wound. So he said I should quit it.
It's the cone plus the party hat that I think
Yes.
just puts it over the top, Alex.
Okay,
Well-
good. Okay. We're gonna get it right, Alex. We're gonna get this right. Apparently, you're too quiet now, so I'll turn you up a little bit.
Hold on. Let me take the cone.
No, don't touch anything. You leave everything alone, sir. Okay, so there we go. We turned him up a little bit more. There it is. But anyway, guys, welcome to Intel Live. We are super glad to have you back here. Alex, we have some things today. We brought some party supplies and all that sort of stuff. So here it is. I have a happy birthday cupcake. There it is right here for our 1 year, and a blue candle. But given that Sarah said that things are going to be back with an explosion, I decided not to light it because I'm a little worried about what may happen if we did anything like that going in there. But today is our 1 year anniversary, so can we get some hype? And we're going to sing happy birthday. You ready to sing happy birthday, Alex?
Yeah, go for it. In Spanish or in English or in German or in. Okay,
if you can do it in Yiddish, that would be awesome.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm opening up our birthday cake that I'm not gonna light. Here we go. I'm gonna give you guys. Here we go. Right here. We'll go to the side camera there. There it is, right there. So you guys can actually see our beautiful 1 year happy birthday cupcake. And then we're gonna go back. Okay, so get ready, Alex, Sarah. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Intel Live. Happy birthday to you. There we go. There's our birthday. And so thank you very much, everybody, for showing up and doing all that. Someone clip that? No, let's not. We're going to kill people. But it's our 1 year anniversary, so glad to have you guys here and joining us. We have a really great show today, oh yeah, I forgot. I got my.
I missed that one.
Mine just shoots up. I actually feel like I'm doing something rude right now.
So many comments, but it's okay. It works. It goes up.
So let's kick it off. Let's do a little roundtable. Alex, how are you doing, man? It's been a while. You had a little bit of a surgery, but it looks like you are healthy. You have a Pit Boy on.
Yes, it looks almost like a Pit Boy, but yes. So I went. For those who don't know, around 3 weeks ago, I went through surgery for my right arm. They needed to repair my bicep tendon. Which I managed to had a completely percent tear, saving penguins in the Himalayas. It was really hard to reach. Actually, that's a lie. That's not true. I lost to an arm wrestling contest to Robey.
That is very true.
But I'm doing much better now. Started PT, doing great, and next week is, it's going to be a slow recovery. So you're going to see me with this little robot arm for a while to make sure that I don't overextend or overreach. So, but I'm really happy to be here. I'm really excited. Actually, you guys were the ones that kept me going. So this is a lot of fun, especially when I was recording yesterday or the day before yesterday, the promo for today. I was like, oh yes, I love this. I'll be hanging out with you guys, everybody in the chat and everybody here. So I'm doing well, but I'm not the only one with a lot of stuff going on. So,
well, let's get to Sarah, because Sarah actually, Sarah, you've got to do something that's pretty cool, and you're not quite there yet. You have a few more days of this, but you have been enjoying Mai Tais on the beach and all that sort of stuff, yeah?
Well, I don't know about Mai Tais, but definitely enjoying some time off. So I've been off on sabbatical. So I've actually come back just specifically for this show. I'm still off, supposed to be for the next few days, and then I will be fully back, but excited to get some R&R and come back here full force.
And for some reason, Alex just decided to disappear on us. I don't know what happened there. There he is. He's fixed. Okay. That was weird. So what is a sabbatical for people who don't know? What does that mean? Is there something super cool? Like, do you get airdrop somewhere? What is a sabbatical?
Yeah, it's not quite like a PUBG map where they just drop you in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
No, it's just an added benefit that Intel offers. So after so many years of service with the company, they give you some extra vacation time just to, have a little bit of balance, recharge, and come back refreshed.
Awesome. And do you feel refreshed? Probably not.
I do. I mean, you guys are always a blast, so I had to come back for this show. But no, it's been awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, welcome back. And then, yeah, for the rest of you, everybody else, yes, I want to give huge thank you to everybody for the support for my son. Obviously, my son went through a very scary time just this last week, which is why we didn't stream along with Alex's stuff last week. So he is back. He is home. He's got an attitude again, so everything must be fine. But it was super good. So I really appreciate all the well wishes and all that sort of stuff. But now we are back, and we have a really, really cool show for you today. We're celebrating our anniversary in the best way possible. Alex, what is some of the stuff we're doing today?
Okay, so today, as usual, we're going to be covering news and different things. But today we're also going to be talking about a laptop that we have here, the ASUS ROG Strix G16, which Robey has done a lot of testing for you guys. So it's going to be cool because we're going to be talking about that. And the best thing of all of it is we're going to be playing this little game that you guys might be hearing a lot. It's Dragon's Dogma II. So yeah, pretty cool. Looking forward to doing that.
And I will say, just because we've been gone doesn't mean we've been skimping on the cosplay, right, Alex?
No, not at all. So also we got some cosplay. Actually, my take, back to full force on the cosplay, even with the robot arm. But it will take a couple of minutes to get it on, but I'll definitely have it here for you guys since I've been gone for so long without cosplay, and you guys have been asking for it for a while.
And then it wouldn't be a birthday party without presents, and we have some incredible presents for you. We've got a number of Intel swag kits. What else we got going on? What else are we giving away today, Sarah?
Oh, I think the onesies are back.
The onesies are back.
The onesies are back, So yeah, it's going to be a big deal. We've got several onesies and swag kits today.
And a 13900K as the big prize today, right? So we got some really, really great hype, some really, really great gifts, and it's going to be a very, very fun show. And I'm really excited to actually have you guys here. Let's kick it off with something we've wanted to talk about for a while. We here at the Intel Live Show have been really excited about this, and there is a game that is on the horizon that means that Alex and I get to play with lightsabers, right? Am I right, Alex? Or you want to talk to us a little bit about this?
Well, I will definitely address that.
There's actually a game we've been talking about. You guys might have seen it on our social, but we have actually partnered with Star Wars Outlaws. So we are officially their CPU partner. So the great thing is for all qualifying 14th gen purchases from now through the end of July, you guys can qualify for, while supplies last, a free game code.
Yes, and if you guys haven't seen the trailer, it's been available. It's actually, the website we'll have, and we'll drop it actually here in the chat or at Discord and all that sort of stuff, but we'll actually show you guys. you guys should definitely go and check out the trailer for this. This looks like a super fun game, open world Star Wars. We got all sorts of ridiculously cool things to basically look forward to, and I just very excited to get to play this. And Alex, do you think you're going to get a new lightsaber for this? Like, where are you feeling it? I know there's no lightsabers actually in the game, but it has Star Wars, so we're going to have lightsabers regardless.
I mean, I was thinking like maybe as a bounty hunter, but
okay.
I think that would be something different to do. But I think it would be pretty cool. I mean, I got to see the game of some of the stuff that's online, and it looks amazing. Other people say this is the first Star Wars open world, so very curious to see how that plays and how does the character develop. And there's a pretty cool backstory, and especially I think this is going on. You guys can correct me, at the same time as the whole episodes 4 through 6 is going on, because the war is going on, and you have to deal with all the different what do you call mafia syndicates, or like the whole organization. Yeah, so you have the Pikes, you have the Hutts, and I forgot the other two. But I thought it was pretty cool because it's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. So it's in parallel to on the timeline towards where, you know, the whole rebellion and Luke and Vader are going at the same time. So it's like,
so if people want to get up to speed, the right thing might be go ahead and check out Boba Fett, which is, you know, on Disney Plus or something like that, so you can get kind of up to date with like what's going on with the Hutts and the syndicates and all that sort of stuff, and the gangs and everything in there. There's like, even watching the trailer, there's some stuff with Jabba and all that sort of stuff. So lots to look forward to here, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then again, like Sarah said, we're going to talk, you know, there's a bunch of sales coming up for spring, for all that sort of stuff. And if you get qualifying CPUs, you actually end up getting the game for free. And there's always a benefit of, when you get a CPU, getting a free game, especially a really good free game, feels like a really good bonus. Am I right?
I mean, it's an amazing bonus.
Absolutely. So we've dropped in all of the details into Discord. We're going to continue to be sharing all of the details around this, so look out for it.
And here we have a website right now. It just kind of shows you, you know, just the details right here. But basically, here's the places, the participating sellers where you can basically this also works with pre-built. So like if you got like a Falcon Northwest, or you went and picked up something from like Digital Storm, all those places, as long as you get a qualifying Intel Core 14th Gen device, and they have all the rules and information on that, you can go and end up with a free copy of Star Wars Outlaws. And you know what? I like free games. Who
yes.
Can I get a raise of hand? Who likes free games? Do you, Alex? Do you have something on your lip?
Shadow? I don't know what.
Dude, do you have frosting on your lip?
I need blackout.
It was just like, all of a sudden, I looked at it, I was like, either he's got he's foaming at the mouth and we may have to get him to a vet, or
I got so excited about Star Wars Outlaws that I started to foam around the mouth. But also, actually on that website, if you scroll to the way down, if you're thinking about your own country, you can actually, there's like a plus there, and you can see who is participating in, depending on which country you are. So it's not only to the US, it's open to, I think.
Oh yeah, there it is right there. There's all the countries and everything else there too. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So yeah, it's there's a lot to kind of plug in there, but it's definitely worth giving it a look and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, cool. Well, that is always super awesome and a really, really cool thing going on. The other thing that I feel like we had to talk about, and we've all three of us have been enjoying this, is it's always good when a company does video games right? Like we've got, did you change the color of your face now? Like what's going on? Okay, so he's just having fun with filters. I don't even know.
Having fun with filters.
Yeah, we can turn the music down a bit, guys. Okay, so for instance, Fallout, the Fallout just launched on Amazon. It looks like, Alex, you're actually the furthest ahead, but Sarah, you started this yesterday. What are your thoughts on the show?
Well, everybody knows I'm not big into scary. It's good. I like the storyline. It has, I'm sure, like other people, I've started to look into the game and been like, hey, does this need to be in my library? So I think that's happening to a lot of people right now. So it's got great acting. I love it so far. I'm in the first 3 episodes I've completed.
Okay. And then Alex, you're a little bit further, right? What are your thoughts? Are you into scary?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely too scary. I play a little bit Fallout 4, didn't get too far, but I would like to talk to you, to the chat, to everybody who has played Fallout 4 extensively. But so far it looks pretty good, at least pretty close to the video game. So I like it, and I think the plot for me got even more interesting, starting like at episode 5. So I'm not gonna spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but it's pretty cool. I guess the first 4 episodes is understandably that you have to do some world building, is like who is who, and start their story arc for different characters. But once you get to like the episode 5 and you see kind of what it gets more into more development, I'm like, okay, this is getting a little bit more interesting to see try to see where the story is going, because there's a lot of different things from all what's going on. But I like it. I definitely like it. I like especially, I think her name is Lucy.
Oh, the main character, Lucy.
The main character. Lucy's pretty interesting, but the one character that I'm more interested about is the ghoul, which is pretty cool. I think the backstory and what has happened to him is pretty neat. So yeah, kind of lucky.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, I've been very, very impressed with the show so far. And then not only have we been impressed, but the thing is that it has created this amazing resurgence around the world of Fallout, to the point where Fallout 4, which I don't know if you guys know this, is a game that's actually fairly old at this point. I mean, it's a game that's been around with us forever, but it has jumped to #1 across Europe, the US. Over 1 million new people in Fallout 76, which is like their MMO-like Fallout game that came out it was like mixed reviews, but they've been working on it. So everybody's been digging the world of Fallout. In fact, I've seen a ton of streamers jumping on, people like Covent. I've seen, just a ton of people jumping in, playing games again. And it's really cool. And on top of that, we get our Fallout Pip-Boy memes more and more. So, which is cool. Now, Sarah, you're saying you're looking into jumping into the game here pretty soon, yeah?
I am. I haven't yet, but I feel like I am not alone for having to visit this game after watching the show.
It's funny because, it's funny, I've been watching this show with my wife, and the thing that was so crazy about this has been, if you haven't played the games, she's like, it took her a while to kind of understand what was actually happening in the show, which I thought was interesting. So I don't know if you guys had similar, if you haven't played the game, if it's a little harder, some of you guys kind of tune in. Once she kind of like got through it though, and the nukes went off and she found out they were in the vault, it made a lot of sense. I don't feel like it's hard for people who are not into the game to enjoy the show, but it does feel like it feels like there's a lot of Easter eggs for both like veterans of the game plus new people to kind of get into it. And I think, would you agree with that, Alex? Or
yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I was watching it from the perspective of both, because I didn't get too far into the game. I've only played like 20 or 30 minutes. But I guess the game also helps you from the beginning. They also give you an intro of what has happened. So, but I think the show also did the same, right? Because you see how Mr. Goggins, at the beginning, he's attending a kid's party, and you see like the nuclear weapons just completely going off. But I guess it just directly jumps into the vault. So I can see why people get the disconnect for the people who haven't played the game. It was like, hey, what we went from a nuclear war to people extra nice, extra smart inside of something. So, but like you said, you just give it like 1 or 2 episodes, and you're like, okay, I can understand what's going on.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's jump into the next thing, because the next thing is actually pretty cool, and I know it's something you guys haven't seen us cover on the show yet. And don't worry, it's not that we didn't want to, it's just we were kind of on a little bit of a break, but we're back now talking about it. And I want to talk and have Alex, you mind jumping in and tell us a little bit about what's been going on with Intel Arc?
Yes, so Intel Arc, we just launched this week, if I recall correctly. We just launched this week definitely a new set of drivers. So it's driver 5444. That's the latest one that's been out there. And it has, the team is working really, really hard. They're doing a lot of improvements, working hard. And definitely this new driver has some notable performance improvement. And when it comes to different games, especially those on DirectX 11. Also, if you are the owner of a cloud, which I am, it will definitely help you improve when it comes to performance and a bunch of different things. So as you can see, the team within Intel for Arc is doing a lot of work for the drivers, so you guys can have a better experience, and also we need to catch up also with the different games and different things. And now with this driver release, we're going to be supporting Manor Lords, which is a new upcoming game. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And I love how quickly our driver team is just completely improving, right? We understand we have some catching up to do, but we're getting there. We're moving fast, so I really like it about it.
Yeah, and yeah, so it's funny because somebody Stinkable just said, hey, he's played Manor Lords. It's a game that I think, Sarah, that's actually on our playlist, yeah?
It is. We're going to be playing it coming up really quick.
Yeah. So that is a very, very interesting game. It's like a top-down strategy, like you have large-scale war, all that sort of stuff. Really, really cool. Looking forward to that. But the other thing too is you talked a little bit about it, and we have them here. Is the MSI Claw, which we've seen. The initial. One of the things that I really love about Intel Arc and the work that you guys have done with this is that you've seen big improvements jumping out already with the release of these graphics updates. And like I said, you were saying a little bit earlier that they're saying up to a 40% performance boost from the BIOS update, the drivers, and they talked about games like Hogwarts Leagacy, Helldivers 2. We also had like Diablo 4 and a bunch of other ones that they had mentioned that specifically on the MSI site for those improvements. And we do have you have your claw, right? You have yours.
I do. Actually, I have it right here. Hold on. I can grab
yeah,
it.
so we've got our claws here. And we show. So I'm actually loading up right now Hogwarts Leagacy just to get it going in there. We are going to cover this obviously more in depth. It's one of the things that I remember when we looked at this at CES. People were like just very, very curious about it. Obviously now it's in customers' hands. MSI has seen the initial rounds of feedback and has been coming back and trying to improve the device drastically. I will say, as somebody who started at the beginning, I've seen already the improvements in the overall software usage, how much easier they've made it with their side button to be able to switch to keyboard now. Their desktop mode's gotten better. Their overall software control's gotten better. And then even the cool thing is that something I've seen with this versus the other ones is that hold on for 1 second. I don't know what's going on with poor Alex there, but we've also seen the holistic thing, how they do the updates. And Alex, I know that you went through this, but seeing it actually not only update the Intel Arc drivers, but it also updated the BIOS, which also did improvements, and it did all of that stuff automatically, which is something that only one other device that I've kind of played with, which is the Steam Deck. We've played with a lot of the other ones, but this one has done a really, really good job of being able to update holistically from beginning to end without having to do like 50 different steps, which is actually pretty neat. So that's something that's been kind of a differentiator. How have you enjoyed using your claw, Alex?
I like it a lot. Like you said, after there's been a lot of improvements. A lot of things need to be changed, and other things need to be optimized. Because one of the things is we wanted to get it out, but there's always some thinking that we can do, like you said, with drivers and BIOS. And there's a lot of also, it's not only the graphics drivers, but also settings for the processor and different things that that can improve. And that's what we've been working on. And so far, I really like it, specifically from the side that I can play games that are not supported or they're outside of Steam. For example, I can go and play Assassin's Creed, which I need to finish, and other Ubisoft games like that. So I really like it. Really good. It's pretty interesting. I really like it how light it is and everything is. I'll definitely be. I think we're gonna be at least opening it for you guys, and so you guys can take a look inside and see how it looks.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, it's again, you're seeing it here in terms of just the screen itself is really cool. The device itself, they've done a lot of things, little things like having the bumps, so telling you between the SSD and the power supply, the volume buttons. It's nice to hold. It's nice to basically hold. The control triggers. I will say, we've gotten some of the feedback in terms of just the top triggers. But I mean, again, you're sitting here looking. We're playing Hogwarts Leagacy right now, which is a very, very demanding game right now, running at 30 frames per second. And then we haven't even played with the settings and stuff like that. And this does have ray tracing on because it does support. And this is without XeSS turned on. So this is raw Hogwarts Leagacy basically running on the MSI Claw. So which has actually been pretty cool. So we're still playing with it, still getting our stuff. This is not the Ally, no, this is the new MSI Claw. And then this is running on Steam for support, and I can show you that right here. Like we also have, you can see here that you have Steam, Ubisoft, which we have Assassin's Creed on this. You've got Xbox Game Pass, Epic Games, all those other things. So we'll do a bigger deep dive on this later on, but we did want to just still show it off and say that we do have them, and we'll be doing some drives on that a little bit later. So yeah, MSI Claw, it's been super cool.
Yeah, I really like it. It's pretty neat. So, I mean, it is. Well, I was going to say it's the first time we have a handheld from Intel, but that's not the case. But I think it is one of those, you know, for the new trends of handhelds, I really like them. So
yeah,
it feels solid.
So, and then again, so I'm going to put this to sleep and go from there. But yeah, it's cool to see them doing this update. Again, it just shows stuff. I mean, especially with some of the things that we have with, you know, Battle Mage and everything else that's kind of on the horizon. It's good to see Intel is still very, very serious about doing their updates. In fact, they just released their Wickle driver, yesterday or the day before, in terms of that sort of stuff. So there's been like an official Windows driver update too, which has actually been pretty cool. So, so yeah, that is all. I think that's all of our news. Did we make it through all of our news already?
Yeah, I think we went through all of them. There were, these are the ones for today. So the ones that we wanted to talk about. So those are good news. I think we're ready. What are we ready for?
I think we're ready to talk about the device that we're going to deep dive. So there's a couple. There's been these new laptops that have been out. Oh, you ready to eat cupcake? Is that what you're ready for?
No. We're here in business.
We're here for the business. We're here to get things done. We want to talk about one of the things that we've been trying to showcase with you guys, and I know the MSI Claw is another one that you guys have wanted us to kind of do a deep dive. But today we're here to talk about another 14900 HX or series of laptops that come out from just recently with the upgrade of 14th gen from the mobile platform. The one we're going to talk about today is the ROG Strix G16. This is their 2024 model. I just released a short on it yesterday. It's been a device that I've actually been playing with for a number of days now. Do you want to give us like a deep dive on this, Alex? Like what are we talking about? What does this thing have inside of it and all that sort of stuff?
So the ASUS ROG Strix G16 actually comes with an Intel Core i9 processor, the 14900HX, which that's the top of the line of processors when it comes to mobile processors. It has 24 cores and 32 threads, and it has a TDP, a programmable TDP of 65 watts. It also comes with NVIDIA GTX 4080, which is amazing. So it's pretty cool. So it's a beefy computer. It will play a lot of things. Actually, Robey's going to be playing a little bit on that later on. The screen is a 16-inch screen, 2.5K resolution. It has 240 hertz refresh rate, and it has a 16:10 aspect ratio. So it also has a 3-millisecond response time for those who like to play first-person shooters and like to see all that kind of thing. So that's pretty neat. When it comes to storage, it has 2 terabytes of storage of PCI Gen 4.0. It also comes with 32 gigs of RAM. So this is a really nice computer for everything that you need, from gaming to content creation. It's a pretty solid system. So kind of love it. I can't wait to see you've been playing with it. So tell us a little bit more about different benchmarks and your experience you have done with this.
Yeah.
laptop.
In fact, everything that we have been running right now has been everything that the whole show and all that sort of stuff has been running here live on this particular laptop. And a couple of things that I love to talk about specifically around the ASUS ROG line of these laptops. Now, somebody said, how much is this bad boy? Well, that depends, because like I said, it can come with up to an RTX 4080, which is what Alex was saying. The version that we're going to be showing that both myself and Alex have, he has the Core Ultra version. I have the Core i9 version, the 14900HX. This one you can get for, I think there's a 4060 version that's sub $2,000, and you can get all the way up to like a 90 gigabyte DDR5 version. I think that one's like $27.99. The one that we have here, and you can see it up there, it says ASUS price. The ASUS eStore price is $17.99 is kind of where it starts. And then the one that we're messing with here is around $2,000, which is actually pretty crazy. Things that are differentiators for these particular laptops versus other laptops. Number one is the keyboard. ASUS, for those who don't know, ASUS uses a ton, and I do mean a ton of, they release a ton of different devices, mice, keyboards, they have coolers, all that sort of stuff. So the one thing that's actually really nice about their laptops is a lot of that proprietary tech actually ends up inside of them. And that comes through with things like their keyboard design. So they even have like a little bit here where they talk about it. down here. So the travel and stuff like that, this is just talking about the cooling. And we'll get to that here in a minute. There's a lot to kind of take in with this. I'm trying to find it. So yeah, here it is. Their overstroke technology, you can see that it's got like a 0.25 millimeter. The travel distance is about 2 millimeters. And then if you listen to I'm gonna go to the top down here so you guys can kind of see this whole thing. We're gonna kind of center it so you guys can see it. There you go. You can actually see that the keys themselves are actually like, they pop out quite a bit, right? So there's actually they're not like, you know, some of those mushy keys. They actually have quite a bit of play with them. And then when you hit them, they're quiet, but they have a lot of travel distance, which is actually pretty crazy. And I love that I'm doing this top down and you just get a great view of my scalp because I don't have like a chest cam. Maybe that's something I need to work on, but just showing you just kind of the travel distance. The other thing too is that it has a very, very large trackpad, which is actually, which has like very, very little resistance. And then the other thing too that's also that they love to show on this is just the iconic design. So like even on the side, they use these bevels with like almost like mechanical pieces to make sure that the odds of the screen breaking and then the cooling and stuff in terms of it's still, you know, a fairly noisy laptop given that it's a gaming laptop. But the thing that's so nice about it is it has an even distribution. So if you're playing games with full sound, etc., you'll be able to hear the music over the loudness of the fans. And then the other thing too is you do have a bunch of profile settings in terms of power, etc., that you can do, in terms of minimizing volume as best you can. So. Yeah, and North Wind Week, Wind Week, if I'm saying that right. I'm kind of with you. I'm one of those people who has a tendency to use mice with my keyboards more than I use the trackpad. But for the most part, the trackpad's not overly painful. I know sometimes you'll get them and you're like, man, not only do I want to use a mouse, but if I use a trackpad, I want to smash my head against the wall. So with your use of it, Alex, what have been some of the things that you've really liked about it as I get it set up for some benchmarking here?
Yeah, one of the things I like most about it is, like you said, the feel and the touch and feel of the keyboard. Actually, the extra wide touchpad that you have in there, it comes really handy when you are doing different things. The thickness and actually the build. The build feels pretty sturdy. I really like the kind of the gray metallic finish and look of the system. Definitely different things from the different type of ports that you have there, from the RJ45 to different things from the USB-C ports. I think it's a great and pretty solid system. I love it. I mean, it plays everything that we have thrown at it so far. We've been able to play, and it performs pretty well. So, actually, was thinking about using this as my new second laptop on the go for when we travel all over the place. So, you know, there's some gaming I need to catch up, as you all guys know. So I really like it. I'm just looking down here because I have it down here. But yeah, it's a really nice system.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of one of the things that, right, like all in all, like there's one thing in terms of, and one of the things I've been trying to do, and I really appreciate that you guys have done this in these last rounds of laptops that we're going to be covering as part of the show, is that some of it has to do with just being able to use the actual laptop. And the big thing is I don't know, Sarah, if we're seeing any other questions from folks in the chat, but one thing that we're getting to do is, like, I've spent a good, I don't know, almost 10, 15 hours using the laptop for things like productivity, all that sort of stuff. It's gone through our full suite of testing. I've got all of those numbers here if you guys are curious about that stuff. You know, so that way when we actually run you and talk you through these laptops, we're actually giving you guys some really, really great data on the laptops themselves, more than just being like, hey, here's all of the generic stuff that you can learn by just looking at the website, but also giving you an idea of like what it's like to use and feel. And we're actually going to show you guys gaming performance on this. I've got it all set up for some gaming performance, but I wanted to start with some Cinebench scores, and I've also got like things like PC Mark, all that sort of stuff, to kind of tell you where this kind of fits from a 14900HX standpoint. Because one of the things that people don't sometimes get, and Alex, this is something that I know ASUS really likes to push with these, is that they'll use like performance TID and all that sort of stuff so they can get more out of the 14900HX processor. You want to talk a little bit about how not every laptop is the same, that cooling, etc., can make a difference?
Correct, actually, because this is when you have an enclosed chassis, right? So you have to pay very close attention at the thermals, and each company has their own different and their own special sauce or recipe for when it comes to thermals. So like ASUS, I think they have. I'm not sure if they're actually using this one. They actually have some liquid metal sometimes on the processor in order to have a better cooling. Also, like I mentioned earlier, the TDP, so the thermal properties of this, or the power properties of this processor, is configurable, and that's open to them, so they can configure it to have different types of performance depending on what they're looking for, depending on the design of the chassis, depending on how many heat pipes that attach to the processor in order to cool it down. If you're having a discrete graphics attached to it, so for example, here you have the RTX 4080 on that system. So all those things you have to keep in mind, all those things are configurable, and everybody has their secret sauce to make sure that they're getting the most performance out of that system within that limited chassis, right? Because
and
that's space.
And I think that's the important thing too, is like, I think you kind of bring up an important point, right? Like, again, as you're looking for this, the one thing to be aware is, like, as you're shopping for a laptop like of this caliber or whatever it was, the GPU, like you said, it's up to a 4080. Mine has a 4070, yours has a 4070 in it. But again, understanding, I think, what you want this thing to do. If you're looking for like high-end gaming, stuff like that, and that's more important to you, and you're gonna play like high-level, like single-player experiences, like your Hogwarts, your Assassin's Creed, stuff like that, that's where you might want to spend that more money on a higher end GPU. But if you're using this for things like CAD work, heavy data loads, rendering, all that sort of stuff, GPU may not be important unless you're doing something like DaVinci Resolve, but GPU may not be as important as and you can get like a 14900HX with a 4060, etc. Now, I did see somebody, and unfortunately we're doing a giveaway right now, somebody said that's a great question. I think I missed a question. I don't know if you saw the question at all, Sarah, at all. So
I can go look it up.
But let me jump into here, and this is here we are. We have this is Cinebench running on our G16 right now. So we're going to show you temps, and then of course what this thing is capable of from a performance. Now I have all of these things also off to the left, so I have all these numbers right up as well. How many dBs is the fan at the loudest? It's 64 decibels at its loudest. So we actually already did test that, and I have those numbers. But when you guys hear, the one thing is, and I don't know how to describe this. I wish there was a really, really easy way to say this, but there's how loud it is, and then there's how noisy it is. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because like the thing is like, depending, there could be something that's like 64 decibels and it's annoying, and then there's 64 decibels, it's like, okay, and so it's like the sound turbulence on this laptop specifically is very even. So it's 64 decibels, but it's not an annoying 64 decibels. Where we have had other laptops that we've played with that, because of the turbulence, it's overly noisy, and this does not suffer from that problem. And we've tested a lot of laptops, and so I would say that if that was something that wasn't true. But yeah, so I'm saying that this is 64 decibels, and it's a nice 64 decibels. Almost like I almost feel like I'm talking about wine, but that's kind of what I'm saying there.
There's 64 decibels of Alex and Robey singing, and there's 64 decibels
there,
of
I like that a lot. There we go. I think that's Sarah. Do you agree with that comparison? Are you on the same boat with that? 64 decibels of Robey singing versus Robey and Alex singing versus just noise. Did we lose Sarah?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I was like, unmute her quickly.
I had to process that. Okay, let's go to 10 minutes here. We're going to run a multi-core test. We're going to show you the performance. Here we go. Temperatures are over here on the left. You can see right now we're up at the 70s, and you will get to hear the overall sound here too as it kind of kicks up. And there you go. Okay, so I'm going to put my mic close. See what I don't know if you guys can hear that, but see how it just has like an even sound to it? That's how it sounds all the time. And this is fans at max right now. So you're seeing that right there. So you're seeing the fans at max. And then look at that. I mean, again, 14900HX, that's pulling out a 30,956. So just to be clear, if you were going to do a desktop 14700K, that's between 33 and 34,000. So this is a mobile CPU only pulling about 3,000 to 4,000 less than a desktop 14.7 series, which is actually pretty cool. And then wattage-wise, we're looking at 115, 145 watts, which is actually impressive that there actually has to be some pretty good cooling here to be able to pull that kind of stuff, to be able to cool that kind of wattage out of a mobile CPU like this. So very, very impressive performance, and then nice audio profile to it. Still can hear the fans. I don't want to downplay that, but all in all, still like it's not obnoxious. And then you guys will hear fans when I show you some gaming benchmarks and stuff like that at the same time. But for the most part, you can actually have the volume if you wanted to play without headphones and have the volume up during gaming. This does have Dolby Atmos as part of its sound profile stuff, which the speakers sound really good. And you will actually hear the music over the sound of the fans, which is actually pretty cool.
So a couple of things that you mentioned there is like it is very impressive, like you said, the performance and the power. So you can see that there's not only a lot of engineering put into the processor itself, but also our friends from ASUS have put a lot of engineering thought and a lot of thought behind it to make sure that in this constrained space and having such a big configuration, I mean by big I mean robust and cool, can take on any workload, and still deliver such a great performance, and for that type of power that is pulling through, and also the amount of noise. And the other thing I had to say, you are running a benchmark, right? That doesn't mean that you always are going to be hearing the fans crank up at that time for that long.
No. And you saw, actually, it's funny because you saw how long, and I think this is just something having to do specifically, I will say that ASUS loves to actually do, they use AI for their curves. Now I know AI is a term that gets used all over the place, but they do have a thing called an AI optimizer that basically consistently using their ASUS, oh my gosh, the name of the dang software, Robey, use your Armoury Crate.
The Armor Crate?
Using ASUS Armoury Crate, their AI is basically constantly monitoring temperatures, and then of course it's minimizing for noise in terms of fan curve. So again, it takes a long time for the fans to actually spin up, because for the most part, if you're doing things like Outlook, Office, anything like that, you're not going to get a you don't want your fans kicking in at that point in time. You don't want to be that dude in the boardroom who's got the gaming PC, and then all of a sudden your fans are like drowning out the poor dude trying to do the PowerPoint presentation when you guys just want to, get out of the room. You know what I mean? So, the one thing I would also say too is just looking at this, I do have some things here on the PC Mark and the office productivity stuff. So if you're looking at this like, hey, how does it do from like an Ultrabook standpoint? I think the version that Alex actually has, which has the Core Ultra in it, is going to be a little bit better suited there. But in terms of it is no slouch in terms of running Office, Outlook, and stuff like that. Ended up besting some of the best Ultrabooks out there, including things like the Surface Book, etc. in terms of just using UL Procyon from an Office standpoint, and also the PC Mark 10 application stuff as well, which is actually pretty cool. So mobile-wise, very, very powerful chip. And then, of course, you're seeing those numbers kind of start to go down. Not surprising. We're now at 29,000, but again, still 3,000 to 4,000 within a desktop 14.7 version there. So, yeah, that's that. I can take a look at some gaming here just to show you some performance as well. So we got a couple games loaded up here, and we're going to use MSI Afterburner to kind of show you all of that data like up front, so you guys will be able to see it all like you need to. So let's kick it off with some Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously a game that I don't care, because I was just showing you on the claw, and I know when that ended.
Hey Robey, quick question. Since you have run so many benchmarks on so many different systems, especially for a laptop, what is a high-end score, for example, for a laptop? So they have like a baseline to compare and see how this measures too. Yeah. So
so for instance, we've done a number of them. So let's talk about this. We'll talk about this one right here, which is about $2,000 for this one on a Cinebench score. This one pulled a let me find the Cinebench. I think our highest run was 31,000 on this one. For instance, the MSI Titan 18, the Cinebench on that one was 32,560. So that's a super, super high end. Remember, that was a $5,000 laptop. When we look at like the MSI Precision 16 AI, that's a Core Ultra 5, I believe. A Cinebench score on that one is about 14,000. So this is literally double the Core Ultra 5, you know what I mean, in terms of Cinebench score. When we look at something like the MSI Vector 16, which is pretty similar to this, and it also was a 14900HX, that one was similar. It's around the same price, and this one was that one pulled a 31,471. So yeah, that should give you some ideas of, and this is all Cinebench R23. So we have a ton of data across a number of different laptops, so that'll give you an idea of what our overall score and stuff is. Oh, and guys, don't worry, Alex will be back. We just had like a disconnect, so we're getting him squared. But hopefully that answers the question. Any other questions that you guys have about the laptop as we get ready to show you some performance stuff? On fifth, yeah, well, okay, DePoets is over here trying to flex, which is fine, he's allowed to. But yeah, when you have something like you know, when we've got like a desktop, when I use my desktop 14900K, which is inside of my Falcon Northwest Tiki, that one has about a 50, just a little over 40,000. So, what are their mid-range laptops? So that's Kurosaki, sorry, not Kurosaki. The Flog asks, what are their mid-range laptops? When you say mid-range is such a difficult, like a difficult thing to kind of nail. When you say mid-range, do you mean mid-range? What are you saying pricing-wise? Yeah, Alex is getting his costume right now. Okay, so we're just making sure performance. We're going to go to balanced here because we are on. Okay, everything there looks good. Okay, cool. And we're in Ultra here. Okay, so this is a 4070 on Ultra. This is on Ultra with DLSS, of course, on this laptop. $800 to $1,000 wise. So mid-range. Okay, so in terms of, oops, I might have just accidentally crashed the game. Sorry about that. Here, let's just jump into Dragon's Dogma from there. Not full screen, yeah. Actually, it's funny enough, we've actually been having a lot of issues with, I've actually been having a lot of issues with Hogwarts Leagacy, so. Can you DisplayPort to a monitor or is HDMI? So this one actually only has HDMI, which is how we're connecting into it right now. I don't think, there is DisplayPort, but it's DisplayPort versus USB-C, which is good. Yeah, there was something with the latest patch update, so I don't want to overly read into what you just saw there. I was having issues on my desktop version too, so I think there was something. Sometimes it's like some of it has to do with some other things too. But yeah, I usually run it in window. There isn't necessarily a particular reason. Okay, it looks like we got Alex back, which is cool.
That's all right. Yeah.
It's all good. We're gonna get you back hooked up back into here for a second.
No rush. I just wanted to make sure I was back and.
Okay, there we go. Alex is back, guys. Okay, so here's Dragon's Dogma. This is a game that we're actually getting ready to jump to, and not very long from now. But here we are. We're in Dragon's Dogma, which is a brand new game from Capcom. This will give you an idea of 4070. I'll show you the settings here in a minute, but just to give you kind of an idea of how this necessarily runs games. And then I also have Assassin's Creed that we'll show you as well. So here we go. And then you can see temperature-wise and all that sort of stuff up there as well. 69, 89, 85. But this is what I was kind of talking about. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to be able, I can't test the speakers because I want to make sure you guys can hear game audio. But in terms of this is about how loud, and I'll go to top down.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray.
So here, just showing you in terms of audio profile. And this is where your head would be. So when you think about where your head is and stuff like that, that's about where you are from an audio profile standpoint, if that makes sense. So, okay, let's jump into the game again here. We'll talk more about this game here in a minute. There's a lot to kind of unpack, but we're just kind of giving you guys some giving you guys some performance numbers. So again, sitting here, 72, 73 frames per second. Then we look at our system here. We're running at, this is borderless window, which I always leave it at. We're looking 2560 by 1600 with DLSS on, upscaling on, and then again, everything else is on. Oh, let's change this to high. And then we'll go from there. So we'll get out there and just show a little bit of running around, and then we'll jump in and show some Assassin's Creed. But again, 60 frames per second. And we're running everything fully loaded, including trees.
Trees are important.
Trees are important. They need to look pretty.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
So again, very, very, like I have to say, this game is very, very pretty. So, in terms of showing that off. But this is like, if you were, like, for gaming, this would not be a bad experience in terms of that sort of thing, too. Trees take me 20 hours to draw. That's... I like that. I like that. I like that one a lot. Can you, if you go from borderless, I'll try it. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's go to System. We'll go to Options. Go to Display, Graphics. We'll go to, oops. Full screen. There we go. So we're looking 64, 65, maybe a little bit. We might have gotten a couple more frames there versus doing borderless window. Yeah. Actually, it looks a little bit higher, almost 7. Yeah, it looks like you got an extra 4 or 5 frames out of that, which is actually pretty cool. And like I said, this is why we do it live, so you guys can ask these questions and let you, kind of have you guys see things and all that sort of stuff, so you guys can see that stuff and ask these questions live as well. So $800 to $1,000, I would say, is actually more of an entry-level gaming laptop. So you're looking for things like the MSI Cyborg series, which we have numbers for on that. So let me see if I think I actually have the numbers for that. And while I'm doing that, I'll load up some Assassin's Creed while we're at it. But let me look at the Cyborg, which we did an MSI Cyborg for. And that's like more of that range. Okay, so
I am blinking.
You are blinking?
For the chat. I'm trying to figure out what one of my picture froze.
Oh, did it really freeze? Okay, let me try this again. Okay, I might reload you in here.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Oh, yeah, you're black here. You show nothing on my screen, yeah. Let me try and get you. Okay, there you go. I think you're back.
Back in black?
All right. I think it should be moving again. Maybe? I don't know. We'll try. Okay. I reposted you in. Okay, so let's get out of this. And then we'll show you another game. And then I'm looking up the scores on a more mid-range level laptop like that, just so you can have some idea in terms of how that would perform versus something like that. So this is so this would be around that thing. This is using so Cinebench on that. R23 is around 20, so it's about 10,000 less on that one. So closer to something like the MSI Prestige 16 AI, which you've used, you use quite a bit, right, Alex?
Yes, I've done it quite often, so I use it a lot. So it looks pretty good.
So let's throw in some Assassin's Creed and go from there. Yeah, your camera's just frozen, buddy. I don't know why.
Yeah, let me. You go show them. I'll try to restart a couple
I'm
things.
gonna go ahead and jump in here, and we'll show you guys the. We'll keep making it happen here, guys. Don't worry. Any other questions? Yeah. Any other questions that you guys have? Oh, then now you're way back. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think too. Sorry, I don't want to distract you. Please.
All right, it's all good. So here we go, guys. Loading it up and then showing. We'll show you some Assassin's Creed as well. Any other questions? Sarah, you seeing any other questions from Discord or anyone else? That we just want to make sure we're giving you guys a good, like, full view of this whole thing.
I don't think so. I think you've answered them as you've been going.
Do Intel's, yes. Intel, so this is a great question for Alex. Alex, while you're playing with your camera, what is Intel's version of like what NVIDIA calls CUDA? You guys call them RT, what do you guys call your ray tracing cores? Do you know
Ray tracing? No, I don't know, because we could change things recently, so I don't know the top of my name. Give me a second, I'll go check. Hold on. Sorry.
It's okay. So there we go, guys. We're gonna put this on. Oops, we're gonna restart. We're gonna put this on high, which is high graphic setting, and then we'll jump in and show you guys that a little bit more. We will get the answer. Don't worry. We don't pretend to know everything, guys. So yeah, and we're not done with giveaways. Don't worry. Can you use an external iGPU? Yes, you can. You would connect it via your USB. And then your USB to display port, which you have on these things, and then from there be able to use an iGPU. Don't necessarily need it. I don't know if you're going to get some better performance, but all in all, iGPUs end up being weird because then you end up having to use other monitors. No, it is not touchscreen. So. Yeah, and we're going to show you uncapped, but yes, you could get you'll see here in a minute, you'll be able to hit 60 pretty consistently here on this game on this particular laptop. So we'll just go here, hit continue. So this is high, which is beautiful looking Assassin's Creed. So there you go. If you wanted to run at 60, you're looking at 80 plus frames, like in terms of. There we go. Why am I being attacked? I didn't even do anything. That guy's like all over me. Oh my gosh. I just got people mad. You know, it's funny, I haven't played this game enough to remember how to fight, so I'm gonna not get in fight and make myself look bad. I actually really like this game. It's so pretty, but the problem that I have is like I have so many games, you know what I mean? Hey, I got away. What restricted area am I in? Let's go in here. So, yeah. Hey, Mired Ray, thank you very much. What's up, Electronic Yoshi? Good to have you guys here. Yeah. So there we go. So again, just looking at this, 100 something frames per second, which is actually pretty cool. I don't know how we're in a restricted area. I wasn't trying to go into a restricted area, but apparently I'm in one. Super good to have you guys here. Welcome to the Intel Live Show. We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary, showing off the ASUS ROG G16, new laptop from the team at ASUS. We're showing just the performance with this, with the 14900HX and the RTX 4070. The version that we're playing on here is about $2,000, but you can get them for as little as $17.99. So yeah, there you go. So that is it. And then we do actually have here, guys, in terms of just, again, to give you guys the specs of the system that we're using here. There it is right there. Actually, sorry, it's this one right here. Give you just an idea of the specs that we're using here. Here we go. Here's the system as it is. So again, it's the ROG Strix G16. We have a 14900HX. The core are up to, this one you can get a 4060 up to a 4080. You got a QHD Plus, which is 2560 by 1600. You can do 8 gigs all the way up to 90 gigs, and you have a 1 terabyte all the way up to a 2 terabyte NVMe drive as your options, which is actually quite a bit to get in there. Alex, how are you feeling? You don't look like you're frozen. You look like are you alive? Okay, just gotta unmute you. Okay, cool, that's an easy fix. There you go.
Yeah, I feel alive, feel good. I had to bust out the hammer and you know, threaten my computer. Now it's all working.
So anyway, guys, that is the ASUS ROG G16. Now, one thing we haven't done, Alex, are you in a place where you can show the taken apart one and show the underneath, or?
I can.
Or no?
Let me try this.
Here, if not, we can actually try mine too. So.
Well, let me see. You keep going. Well, because I have it all connected. Well, hold on. Because I don't have the. Hold on. I'll figure it out here.
We will. Yeah. Well, let's try it with this one. Here, we'll try it with this one. So I've got it all set up, and so we'll be able to do that, and then we'll show you guys this. So I know one of the things that you guys have really enjoyed is us being able to show you guys the fix too. So let's go to the top down, and we'll try and take it out. No, he'll be back. He'll be back. There he goes.
Am I back?
You're back. Oh, good, Electric Yoshi. You guys had a good stream. What did you guys play? Well, we're getting this done. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so here is. We'll go to the full screen top down here. So this is, just to give you guys some other looks at the laptop, and then we're going to drop into some Dragon's Dogma here in a minute. Oh, well, unless it does that all of a sudden. That was weird. Okay. We're going to go here real quick. There we go. Alex, how's it looking on your side?
Well, I managed to break mine.
Okay, so yeah, here I just want to give you guys an idea, like just showing you the rest of the profile of the laptop right here. So here it is. This is the overall look of it, and then you can see actually even on the back here. Check it out. Like you can see, like in terms of it's got a lot of room, and one of the reasons that I think they're able to pull as much heat as they are out of this is because of the actual, like the way that they created like almost this way of, even when it's sitting on a flat spot, way for airflow to get through there. And then of course air is sucked in and then blown out of the back of the laptop, just the way that you're like kind of seeing here. So they did a really good job in terms of the overall profile, etc. there. For this. So yeah, all in all, it's also a very attractive, I don't know if you guys like, but I think the laptop itself is very attractive. It says Republic of Gamers across there, and then it's got a gap here. And then even on the top here, it kind of shows you, I don't know if it may be hard to see there, but it also shows you the different inputs as well that go with it. So yeah, it's very, very nice laptop. Good job from ROG on all that sort of stuff. Yeah, laptops. Oh, whoa! Alex is ready. Look at that. There it is. And then this is the open side of it, just showing you kind of the cooling. Now, this is the thinner version right there. But there you go right there, guys. So, again, you've got that second NVMe spot for right there. There's the cooling again. And then, so the good thing is that for that version, I believe the RAM is integrated. So you're not going to be able to upgrade your RAM DIMMs, but you can add a second NVMe drive if you wanted to. Unless it's underneath there, but yeah. So one thing I really, really do like about ASUS and in particular ASUS, MSI, and some of these other ones is that you can add additional NVMe storage if you really want to, which is I think is always a good thing. So I need a laptop. People are saying. Anything else that you guys are seeing that we can answer? I think we've kind of shown you it taken apart. We've shown you it put together. We've shown you all the things. Yeah, it was a cool
everything.
shot. Trying to show you guys all the things. Anything else that we can show you guys, or that you guys feel like you need to know about this laptop? Please speak now, or forever hold your peace. Because Alex and I, We're wanting to game. Anything else you think we can think of there, Miss Sarah? Anything else we're missing?
I think we got it.
You think so?
Yeah, I didn't see any more questions. I think
Adapter
folks are
weight.
getting hyped for the game.
Okay, somebody said adapter weight. Yeah, we can definitely talk about the adapter weight. I actually have the adapter right here, so we can show you that. I do not know off the top of my head how much it weighs. It's not too big though. I can actually have my team weigh it, so it goes to there. But yeah, it's 220. It's 100 to 240 volt output, and then heating wise, they talked about it. We were drawing what 165, 100. I don't remember the wattage. We did show that a little bit other. The battery replacement you guys saw from the top down that Alex showed. Replacing the battery doesn't look to be too bad. So like, watching something like Hall of Tech and those kind of guys, if you wanted to replace the battery, it doesn't seem like it's going to be all that difficult. They did seem to make it pretty easy to essentially work on. And then if you look here from our full screen top down thing, you can actually see like getting to the actual screws and stuff like that. Not all that bad. And there's nothing weird like weird screws or anything like that you have to get to be able to pull that stuff off. Here's my thing, guys. My thing is, you probably shouldn't replace the battery. You should have somebody replace the battery for you, not, do it yourself. So yeah. Oh, hold on one sec. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Hold on one sec, guys. We're working on.
Somebody was asking how much the overall system weighs. It looks like it's about 5.5 pounds.
Yeah, it's about 5.5 pounds, guys. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, guys. Bear with us for a second. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Looks like we just had like we're having a weird internet thing going on right now. But looks like we're back. Everything seems to be okay. Okay. Wow. This is we're gonna have a fun 1-year show. So yeah, it's about 5 pounds. When we looked at the overall weight, I was just looking at that. Screen specs 2560 by 1600 for the actual things. So, and then 240 hertz refresh rate. So, anything else that you guys are seeing? If not, we're going to start talking about Dragon's Dogma.
I think we're ready.
Oh yeah, I don't think fan replacement wise, I don't see anything in there. And Bice, I will tell you the screen in and of itself is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, there's the screen on this is very, very pretty. Okay, so let's get ready for gameplay. Alex, are you ready to start your cosplay journey, sir? I'm assuming yes, he is. He's going to start getting ready for that. So we're going to start letting him get ready for his cosplay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, here we go. Cosplay time. We're going to get the games loaded up here. So let's talk about Dragon's Dogma, guys. Dragon's Dogma is a brand new game from Capcom. It's an action RPG game coming up on it came out a little bit over 3 weeks ago. I think it's not that long, right? Part of this game was it came out on PC. It's also come out on console as well. It is definitely a game. It's funny because I'm going to show you guys something just right here when I pop it into the gameplay side. It does actually require you to grab a controller. So this is like one of those things where they're like, please make sure you have a controller because they want you to use a controller with this game. Sarah, how much have you played? Have you gotten through the content creation?
Nope. I have failed my homework. I'm sorry, guys.
You failed your homework. You had one job. You had one job, Miss Sarah. So one of the things that was so crazy, it came out on March 21st. So yeah, a little over a month ago. Okay, good. The thing that was so nuts about it is they actually released the content, the character creation engine before the game. So they just said, hey, you know, we're gonna let people play with your, create your characters, and people literally spent hundreds of hours. And so I have spent probably an hour plus on the character creation. Funny enough, not on my main character, but on my pawn. So things that are a little bit different about this game is that it's funny because when I thought Dragon's Dogma, I thought it was going to be a little bit more like your games like Elden Ring, etc. It is not like that at all. In fact, it reminds me more of like Monster Hunter without, in terms of the combat and stuff like that. The unique tactic to it is it does have some of those Elden Ring type mechanics to it. For instance, if you die, you have the option of either choosing to raise yourself from your last save point, which deducts your overall health, or you can raise yourself from the last time that you rested at an inn. So again, you have to be thoughtful about your combat, and you have to be thoughtful about when you've taken on a challenge that's actually too big or too small. The other thing too is you have these things called pawns, and these pawns are you're like this thing that's called the Risen, and as the Arisen, these pawns are characters that you recruit to fill out your party. So your party can have up to 4 people. One is your primary pawn, which is one that you create and you spend a lot of time with, and then you can get 2 other pawns either from Capcom or if you have friends, which I don't. Sarah, are you my friend?
I think I'm Alex's friends, but I don't think we're friends.
Okay, so that makes me feel even better. So I have no friends. But if you have friends, you can use their pawns, and then the things that happen in your game and the things that happen in their game, their pawns get better, and then you end up being able to use them and then get stronger and all that sort of stuff. So one of the things, I ended up watching a number of videos on just hints and tips on how to do Dragon's Dogma. But the funny thing is, Sarah, you'll never guess what they said to do. I'm gonna let you guess to see. You've never played the game, so you're probably not gonna get it, but I'm just trying to have some lively conversation here. You think what
there wasn't a hugging out mechanism?
That was a good guess. That was a really good guess. No, the thing is that what they did do is they did actually say don't necessarily care as much about your character, but spend a lot of time making your pawn look attractive, because that means more people, because you can get random pawns, will use your pawn, because the more attractive your pawn, the more often it'll get used, and then you get the benefit of all of the experience and stuff from people using your pawn.
Okay.
So there you go.
I feel like that's a good tidbit of knowledge there.
Exactly. The other thing too is that there's 4 classes that you can play. You can play mage, you can play fighter, you can play archer, and then I think the last one is thief. We'll see it and we'll show it in there. But you can switch between any one of those jobs at basically at any one of like a guild location. So you can play all of them and you can level them all. And then there's like even a more like sorcerer, mage turns to sorcerer. So there's even more in-depth guides as well, in-depth ones as well. So we're going to show you all that, but I wanted to give you guys a good deep dive. The whole story is that you are this Risen who's attached with this overall dragon thing, and that you waken with no memory, and you are essentially starting this journey with your couple of pawns and trying to figure out your place in this world. So it's almost like I don't know, it's like every country song ever written, but this time in the medieval. So I think I did a pretty good job. Sarah, anything else I should add to this?
Oh my goodness, I think you set this up really well as giving some good hints on where to spend your time.
All right, so I'm gonna pop in over here now, and we're gonna get some gameplay going. I'm gonna stop the music because I want you guys to be able to hear the game. That's always a good thing. And then I'm also going to mirror my screen, but that's it. That's an easy thing. Okay, so it's so good to be back, guys. And we apologize obviously for like just the weird tech issues, but we it wouldn't be an Intel Live show without having something. I thought, you know what, honestly, everything was going so well this morning, we should have just known right then that things were just gonna go crazy on us, Sarah, you know?
I have faith. We're gonna figure this out really soon.
Oh, we got it, yeah. All right, here we go. Let's open up Dragon's Dogma. Obviously, there was a lot of updates here. Let's go from here, go to play, and there it is. Okay, so Dragon's Dogma 2. Texas, thank you very much, man. I'm glad everybody. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be chilling here with you guys and getting to enjoy this, enjoying some gameplay with you. And here's the deal. I'll be transparent, guys. I didn't think I would like this game as much as I did, and then I started playing it, and I was like, oh, this is different than I thought. And one thing I've actually really liked about this show is that it's given me a chance to try games that I don't think I actually ever would have, because I was a little afraid it was going to be too hard. And then lo and behold, it's just fun. So there's some mechanics and stuff you need to learn, but outside of that, not much else. Okay, so we're gonna go to high. We're gonna go full screen. We're gonna go to 2560 by 1440. Vertical sync off, on, ray tracing on, screen space on, high. We'll do high 3 gigs. We'll go to high, there we go, high. Make sure everything's on. Motion blur off. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to jump into the game and start from there. FPG, given that you can play it on things like the Claw and the Steam Deck and stuff like that, yes, I think this is going to be playable from there.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. No harm in picking a few.
Got some ingredients over here. Okay, so I have started off. This is, I'm hoping I haven't deleted something. This actually almost feels like I deleted, I'm like back on the find the stuff thing. Okay, let's look at my items here. Yep. Nope. I have Har Spuds, which I needed 3 of them. And then I needed to combine this. Nope, maybe I did. Oh, combine Green Wish with strawberries. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was the right one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got the materials for this. And of course, it starts happening to be nightfall, which is making it even worse. So I'm going to see here, I'm going to look at what my quests are here. Oh, I'm on my way to Melv. Okay, so I'm actually not where I thought I was. Okay. And it's dark outside. I have a lantern. I'm trying to remember how to.
We can hear you, Alex, but we can't see you.
Oh, let's see what. Let me see. Hold on. It might be his little thing again. If he disconnects. Hold on one sec, sir. Oh. Okay, here we go. Hold on. One sec, Alex. We'll get you fixed.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
It's been a while. I don't know if I'm ready for Alex cosplay.
I know. I don't know if I am ready either. Hopefully it's gonna load it like it's supposed to. Let's go to full screen, Alex. We'll see what happens here.
Nice.
Okay.
It's hard to fit all of us in here.
I'm trying to get it fixed. Hold on one sec. Okay, let's see if it shows up. Right now, nobody's seen you yet, Alex. Just
okay.
FYI. We want it to.
Let's see if the internet gods allowed us.
Yeah, no kidding. Oop. Come on.
Maybe I should go slay a couple of them.
I'm working on it, guys. We don't know why it's decided now all of a sudden not to work. You look so good, and it's like it doesn't want to show you. It's so ridiculous.
It's worth the wait, guys.
It is worth the wait. It is absolutely worth the wait. We just don't know why it's making you wait. So.
Wait.
Hey, Alex, can you leave and come back just real quick? Sorry, I don't know what's going.
Sure, I'll leave and come back. I'll see how it is.
Yeah, it's being funky. I don't know if it's just reloaded too many times. Okay, guys, we gotta get you. You have to be able to see his cosplay. He's coming back, and we're gonna show you. And then we're gonna get into the game, and it'll be awesome, and everything's gonna be great. And hopefully, you know, the funny thing as well is that, like, when I'm looking at the gameplay stuff, it's like, I don't know what it was, but it just decided, you know what? Today, we're gonna, like, make it dark. Oh, so it's telling me about the passage of time. But it's, like, super dark out here, and I'm trying, like, how to, I forgot how you,
It's about time we pressed on.
I'm trying to remember how you actually, use your,
Look at that.
okay,
Now you
is
can
it-
see him.
oh, there it is. Hey, it worked. It worked. Alex, you're here. Alex! Alex is here. Wow, and he's wearing like a gladiator costume too. There he is. Oh, yay, Alex.
I wish I could. Oh, let's see if I can.
It's like trying to
There
not
he is.
focus on your dragon.
I know. And it's a full dragon. Yeah, Matt has a. I worked with Matt earlier, and he has the full custom there, the full gift. So it's actually not just the head; it's everything.
Oh, look at that. Right with the emoji on Discord, guys. That's good timing.
There we go. Oh wow, that is like the best. That is like the best. That is the best like emoji right there.
Right? The full, yeah.
Full on the
Versus
right, that
just
one,
the
yeah.
screen capture, yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Nice
He
job,
didn't
Alex.
want to get in. He didn't want her to get in, so that's why it took me so long.
You're probably limited on space. It looks like that dragon takes up your whole space there.
Yeah, you're like he's like I got no room
I got no room.
to do anything else. Yeah, that is a good cosplay, Alex. Good job.
Way to come back strong, Alex.
Yeah, gotta come back strong, you know? Gotta make my fans and everybody else happy. Yay, I've been promising for too long.
Is well balanced. I can see no weakness.
I am attentive and loyal.
This is
I prefer to remain by your
Yeah,
side.
Toothless
follow-
Bluey.
In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Look can help his teeth come down. There we go.
So Alex, have you played much of the game? Where are you at?
I am where it says start game.
I'm the only one who did my homework.
Well, yes.
Okay, so these things right here, guys, you guys are seeing these things you guys want to gather. They're called golden trove beetles.
Getting reward for a rigorous search.
And what these things do is these actually grow your ability to carry stuff. And so one of the things that a couple of the tips that you learned about this is when you're making a character, it's actually better to make a bigger character because they can carry more weight. Inventory management is going to be a huge part of playing this game successfully.
I have way too much stuff over here. We need a bigger
Kill
boat.
this pig. Kill the pig. Trying to kill this pig. Die, pig!
A weapon? Oh, there you go.
I'm a mage. I got a scrag of beast.
You need a cupcake. You were lethal with a cupcake.
I needed a cupcake. I needed something because I wanted you know, one thing you do get benefits from cooking food and all that sort of stuff, so it's actually a good thing.
I was talking about the other video game that you completely.
Oh gosh!
There's
a skeleton.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Okay, I'm gonna use some. Okay, well I used it a little bit late. Just gonna burn everything. Trying to figure out the best way to get to this town. Look, there's a giant chasm here. Why did you put a chasm right here, Sarah?
You know, I can't make it easy for you.
so you can get across.
There's like a chasm. Oh, hey, I found. Oh, that other lady found the way. Let's follow her.
Did she?
Jump and fly. Thank you for the useful advice. Jump and fly. That was his answer. Okay, so apparently we crossed the chasm here.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
You have my support.
I wonder if that's the field that I left fired over there.
Can you click in your communicator and tell it to be beamed up?
Can I click in your communicator and what?
No, don't worry. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Okay, and then here's this. This is their stronghold raised by Dragonfire. Wow, look at all those. Like, people are really having fun because
So this
look
is
at all the
now-
new.
The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see.
Look at all of the new emojis.
Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an immutable truth of this world.
Right you are.
What do you guys think of their old English speech?
You like it?
Oh, here's. Oop. What is happening? Something's happening. Uh-oh. Something's happening.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please.
Okay, let's see what he's got here. Some arrows, a ring of aggression. I do know that there's a ring that lets you carry stuff. The one thing is that everything, like, I guess gold is like a,
You're doing business with.
gold is a one kind of
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
resource you're going to
Arisen
spend
is
a lot
ever
of.
prudent in the application of coin.
Oh, so this is, I'm in Melv. This is Melv. Wow, there's like nothing here. It's like town's been burned
No, by a dragon.
by a dragon. My character kind of looks like you if you had hair out.
Well, we can fix that.
We've seen Alex with hair.
I know.
That should be like a poll. Did you like Alex with blonde hair, with black hair, with curly hair, with I forgot what's the other one? With a red beard.
You've used this headgear before, haven't you, Alex?
Once, yeah. I did it for I forgot which one was. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm recycling cosplay, but
No, you're allowed to. You're allowed to.
yeah, I got yeah. This one I used before. I forgot for which one. This one I used for Civilization, and this one is just for you guys. This is just for Dragon's Dogma.
Whoa! Speaking of that, dragon.
Oh, I love a good dragon.
What?
That's it. Not enough.
I gotta fight a dragon.
Yes, I can help
Oh,
you, my
look
friend.
at it.
Whoa!
Did you bring a sword?
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them.
I'm gonna go stab it. Whoa! Oh!
Now you know why everything looked burned.
Well, and welcome
Oh, those
to.
guys are gone.
I'm winning.
Get him. Get him.
Oh,
Dude, this dragon is.
you're underneath them. Nice.
I think you're fighting with his uncle. He's not very happy.
Like, I'm gonna get this toe.
She looks scared. Did he win? Nope, he did not win.
I think she's in trouble.
Dude. Oh, he's charred. Alex, I'm sorry I made you look bad.
Whoa.
You're like really burned.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my current hairstyle.
Alex was playing soccer again. I swear he wasn't fighting a dragon. He just hurt himself playing soccer. Oh! Oh, he took his heart.
Oh! And that's what's for breakfast.
What the? Dude, that thing's got precision with its. Oh, that's not gonna fill it up.
That's just like for his tooth, like a cavity in his tooth. Oh.
Dude, so the dragon chose who his guy's gonna be?
Is he gonna keep your heart and then you have to go get it back until you fail a quest?
I don't know. I just got my heart taken out, Alex. That's a lot to process.
That dragon is really cool, though.
Yes, it is pretty awesome. Don't worry, the Tin Man got a heart back, so you can probably get yours back.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me.
Stay with me? I have no heart, lady.
It's okay if you're a little sleepy. It's okay if you're a little sleepy.
What? I'm a little sleepy. Sir, I didn't know if you knew this, but you had your heart torn out.
Is it critical? Nah.
Oh,
you're gonna be
it's
fine.
like-
Yeah, you're gonna be a flesh wound. You're gonna be fine.
Alex, I really did accidentally make my character look like you.
Oh,
Thank
that's me
goodness.
but with shorter hair.
Feeling.
I can.
This is the second time I've watched over you like this.
Just walk it off.
Just walk it off. The dragon just wanted love.
Did you not remember?
Is she a sorcerer?
Forgotten
Because I
that
mean,
protected me
will
from
she give you a
Dragon's
pig for a
flames.
heart? I mean, a heart
You
pig?
withstood the fire
that?
in
Yeah,
my
flesh
stead
wound.
and
I
were
agree.
well and truly charred. 'Twas
Okay, here's the deal. Our next challenge, guys, we have to do our entire show speaking like they do.
Ooh.
thought your life
I failed.
perfect. Beating of your heart.
I'm not even gonna start, but yeah.
You
I
hung on,
failed.
And by some miracle.
There we go.
I seem to have become arisen.
Arisen.
A risen?
I'm afraid I don't
Risen?
understand.
Risen?
Listen, lady, I have my heart ripped out.
Does it have aught to
But
do
she's
with
kept
our
you
walk into
alive.
the castle?
How?
What
I
kind
don't
of
know.
black magic is this?
I mean, she
I
like just
wanna
put
know.
my veins in her mouth and was like blowing my blood around. Like how would she keep me alive?
They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated.
I want, yes, please.
Fear you have no
It has to be
memories
magic.
either. Has he come for
Now
you?
what? Wait, is he upside? What?
We are to part so
She left my
soon.
glasses on. Wait,
Mayhap
I
you
thought he
like
took his
to
heart.
someday.
What? I am so confused.
Till then. Take
This is
care.
like a very dramatic moment right here. I shall call her
Listen,
Lucy. I don't know. What's her name? Bill? Tamara.
Tomorrow?
The dragon not only stole my heart, he ate it, Viptis.
You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont.
And that was a little insulting because that was not even enough to fill him up.
Here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled.
Okay, so apparently is nobody down with the fact that my heart is missing? Like, what is going on?
Mayhap now would be a good time.
How do you know it was your heart?
Because did you see it? It didn't look like my pancreas. It didn't have the same things as a kidney.
Maybe they did the old switcheroo, man. They were like you know, like my uncle when I was little. I got your nose. I got your nose.
Wait, oh, you mean with your nose? Dude, my heart does not look like a nose.
It was also beating.
It was beating too. And there was a giant cavity in my chest where a heart goes.
Maybe he was dreaming about it. You got hit in the head? Did you get hit in the head? You got a concussion? I'm just going
Dude, I am very white. I'm gonna go tan. I'm gonna go tan here.
Turn off that light.
Turn off, yeah. Like I don't even need. I don't think I need. Like I think I reflect all sun.
Are you a vampire?
Have you some business with the apothecary, sir?
Perfect. Thank you.
Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught,
I'm
sir.
completely out of focus because the camera can't see my eyes. There we go.
I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop
Nice,
in
Victus.
Granworth.
Why act so heartless?
Touche.
Wow, that was good. That was good.
Some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. It will be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this
This
way.
girl is trying to extort me.
What more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me?
Oh, man.
Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
You're very welcome.
We could make the fruit labyrinth ourselves.
You're welcome.
And purchase some at Runer's Apothecary.
I
here and
see
now.
what's happening here.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
This is where the heart is.
Okay.
Now
so
there's a problem right
This is
there.
where I can change. This is the okay. So that's the inn. This is where you want to rest afterwards. I feel like it's a good idea to rest. I don't want to watch my heart get ripped out again.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you?
How do you know that was like a fake thing? Wow, just barged through the door.
It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter.
Dude, I don't even remember doing this. This guy's giving me money.
Token of my gratitude. Now tell me, are you
Oh.
registered with a guild?
That's a good friend.
You already know this, but registering with a guild
That's a lot of good
grants you
friends.
access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment.
Oh, they always say that.
If there is
Let me ask you this question, Sarah, Alex. Anytime somebody says, like, would you like to register for our free rewards thing? It'll only take a moment. How often does it only take a moment?
Never.
Exactly.
Never.
It is a vocation for those
So
I
I
remember-
think this guy is not telling the truth.
magic.
I remember those days in college. It's like, yo, you get a free T-shirt. 3 days
If you can
later.
fill out this 7,000 question survey,
Exactly.
so you can get 2 points with your free dinner.
Longer one must spend in counting it.
Yeah, exactly, based.
Thus, a mage is unlikely. to
Car's
last
warranty,
long in
yes.
battle without
Every other
power.
day.
Roar means I love you.
They're just misunderstood, man. You're misunderstanding this whole thing.
Should you
This is
dedicate
a love
yourself to
story.
vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like.
Performance,
Very
yes.
well. There is no
That's a good
wrong
one, Matt.
choice in any case. It's entirely up to you which vocation
All right.
you adopt.
I'm gonna start a Kickstarter for my contacts.
Wow.
Moment long awaited. I knew it was only a matter of time before your skills.
Now I'm noticing that my heart is what's leveling up. That he stole.
So did he just magically took it out? Is this like Indiana Jones? He just went and he was still getting in his claws.
Did you need something?
Dragon Chippy. Dude, it's $1,500 to freaking what? That's not cheap. Wow, that's not. What?
Indiana Jones and the Dragon ate my heart.
Dude, yeah.
Ooh. My dog looks like Falkor. Another dragon, and that's one way to date yourself right there.
I have all this stuff equipped, so I guess right now I'm not doing so bad, but... A nourished rest common throughout the land, a medicine-rousing elements. I got 9 healing potions. I think I'm okay. Okay, I can change my vocation.
What is your current vocation?
It's currently I'm a mage, but you can do fighter, archer, or thief. So I'm actually gonna go to fighter, and the main reason is that there's one of the first things you can get. Okay, cool. I got. Okay. So it automatically gives you the weapons. That's kind of neat. So there's a thing that lets you carry more, and it's one of the vocation. It's one of the augments you learn from as a fighter pretty quick. So it's a good thing to get. Good. So I got Blink Strike. So that's X, and then Airward Slash. This feels like a good one. It's 200 DP.
Man, that brings a memory. Zodiac Warriors, Zodiac Knights. I don't know how you translate that to English.
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by.
Okay, I can deposit this, deposit this. I'm just trying not to carry a bunch of stuff.
Always.
Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna sleep
I can
yet.
imagine no one better to lead the vanguard than you, Master.
A vocation well chosen, Arisen.
I chose a vocation. Did you guys cheer me on for my vocation chosen?
Ooh, you can do it.
Are you cheering me on for my vocation issues?
Yeah. Hey, fighter is good. Dragon picked lover, but you're a fighter, so that's all good.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Oh, that guy's telling me to talk to everybody.
No, sorry. I only know very few words in French. But I am learning more.
There's something on the door there. What is that door thing? She's blocking it. Oh, get a lantern. That's what it's saying.
Get a lantern.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit rogueries, are we?
There's a...
Somebody had asked, are we going to... oh, look at all these things. These are like, wow, look, I can get a helm. I can be so awesome. I got a lantern.
The helm of truth. Follow your path, young one.
Oh, so this is the thing they said to get. 6,500 gold. Okay, so that's the one that you want to get because it increases your carry.
Do come again.
Carry.
I'll go and open the chest.
What chest? What chest are you wanting to open? Okay, so that... oh, I can go to this. I need to go to the apothecary.
Ooh, now there's a word I haven't heard in a while.
Apothecary?
Yeah.
Is that a term that you use all the time? You want to start using all the time?
Back in my village. Actually, I spent quite a...
I feel like I was in the apothecary and then I wasn't in the apothecary. What do I need to get for this girl? The fruit ruberant she requires. Okay, so it's fruit ruberant. How much do you think this fruit ruberant costs? Oops, I just jumped. That was weird. I was doing squats.
Ah, well met.
It's called a hide cape. Fruit ruberant, 600 gold. Okay, that's not so bad.
Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Do come again.
Okay, so now I can give her that. I can give her that quest item.
To wait, Master.
I'm gonna save this girl, Alex.
Hello again,
Have some
sir.
fruit rubric.
Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me?
Yay! I did it, guys. You saw me do a quest.
So this is what it looks like. Brilliant.
Nice.
Many thanks, sir.
Oh, she spelled Sir S-E-R.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like.
Nah, I'm getting nothing out of this.
It was a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
I'm not gonna get anything out of this. I shouldn't have done that. I should have killed her. Dude, it's a heart stamp. Dude, they use a lot of hearts. They're just teasing me with the fact that I have no heart.
Wonder if you have to get it to a certain level to get it back.
Maybe. I feel like this game is just being mean. Hey, you want a heart? No, I don't.
What happens if you have to fight the dragon again before you get your heart back?
I couldn't live with myself. Is that you, Norbert?
Who's Norbert?
Oh, fie. I got
Norbert?
my hopes up for naught.
That
Wait,
sounds like a dragon
listen.
name.
Would you be willing to search for my brother? Brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest.
This guy's looking for Norbert.
I'll go and search for him myself, only
Oh, wow. Matt gave me a heart.
it's a dangerous place. I'm not afraid of monsters, but it would hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now. So I thought, mayhap you go in my place.
This guy is a
Please,
wuss.
sir. A worry for many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff
This
to
guy
the
is...
right.
I'm gonna get killed.
Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye. And my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe. And my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you?
Oh, sorry, pig.
Right.
That was not meant at you.
Here
I was
we
not
go, then.
targeting you.
My life's in your hands, friend.
Let us make
Okay, we're
haste,
following this
that no
guy.
life may be lost on our
Come
account.
on, dude. Go. Look at me with my sword. Now I look more like Alex because I don't have hair again. This guy cannot walk in a straight line. No!
You've returned.
I like I have to keep stopping
No!
to get further
First
ahead.
and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need
I need some
to
time.
prepare? Very well. Speak
I gotta go
with me
save
now.
this guy who's drunk.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but
Come on, buddy. Run straight. Pete's Dragon. Oh, it's such a good show. It's a good movie. Oh, Alex is muted again? Alex. I gotta fix Alex. Hold on, guys. Alex is telling us great. He's been regaling us with stories for the last 2 hours. I'm sorry, Alex. No, you're not muted. He's not muted. It's not even my fault this time, Alex. I don't know what's going on.
His look of just disappointment when you said he wasn't muted.
It's just like, Alex, you're not muted, buddy. I didn't do anything. I think it's because you told me you were making fun of my heart, Alex. Oh, what was that? Found a jagged bone. I'm looking to see if you. I don't know if you need to. I don't know what's. Yeah, your mic's not muted, and Sarah's not muted. I thought it was my fault, but it's not this time. Now he's just green. Alex is. We're gonna be fixing Alex's setup next week, so don't worry. It's gonna be better.
We have found a material.
Oh, did he go in here?
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Alex is like super sad. Sarah, look at him.
I know.
He's so sad and dejected.
It's the pouting with the mask on is just too much.
Maybe the dragon muted you, Alex. Only people with no hearts like Sarah and I can be here.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment.
Here, I'll mute you and unmute you. Maybe that'll make it better, but I'm not even seeing anything come through when you're talking. Yeah, not even seeing anything come through with your talking. Poor Alex. This poor guy. This poor guy.
He's just had a day, man.
He's just had a day.
I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught.
See if the cupcake makes it better, Alex.
Yeah, eat the cupcake, Alex. You can eat it.
Why don't you take the hat off?
At least we don't get a cheer you chew. That's like the thing. I need a camping kit. Where do I get a camping kit?
Follow me. We ought press on.
I want to camp, but I don't have a camping kit. Oh, wait. Is this a camping kit? Oh, good. I got a camping. Oh, that thing's heavy. Let's give it to my pawn. Where's my pawn? Where is she? There she is.
I'm already awful at inventory management. This is going to be a challenge on this one.
Master. I've shared all I know. We may benefit from pursuing the information.
How do I give her equipment? Items. Give to, there you go. Okay, she's got it now. Okay, here, let's camp. Hey, we camped.
Somebody said good-looking pawn.
Good looking what?
Pawn.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time making Brenda look that good.
I've grown accustomed to traveling with these same faces.
Indeed. We've no cause for reserve. Not after all we've been through together.
Okay, I gotta cook. How do I cook? I want to cook something. How do I cook something? Oh, there you go, cook. Scrag of Beast. Here we go. Look at this cooking. Oh, look at that. It's the most realistic cooking ever.
We know you're good at the cooking games.
Dang, guys.
What say we get some rest?
That is pretty realistic.
I know.
I could face a trek with my belly so full.
It's Dragon's Dogma.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Now I'm kind of hungry.
Get in my belly.
Follow me. We ought press on. Lest aught befall my brother.
Okay, go ahead, buddy. Where am I following you to?
If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice.
Come on,
but
dude.
to
Where are you
obey.
going? Oh. Find Norbert.
Norbert's a dragon name.
Do you think Norbert's like out to kill us?
I don't know.
Okay, come on, Norbert.
I don't like this place at all.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Yeah, this is not.
Take care not to fall.
Careful now.
Thank you, Brenda. Thank you for telling him about it. Dude, we got dudes.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down.
Dude, that guy was sleeping.
I knew to prevail, Master.
Oh, did you see that? Like, man, I was like, oh, dude, stepped him. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna pick him up.
I think you got him. I think you got him. Oh my
Dude,
gosh!
I threw him.
Woo!
Just saying. I
I
just
want to
like
make
threw
sure
that
he's
dude.
dead.
He's dead. Everything's fine.
Hey, Robey, we still gonna do that CPU giveaway?
Yeah, am I running that one? I can. I
Either
thought...
way, you can keep playing and I can run it, or do you want to run it?
No, you can. I can keep playing. You can run it.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can run it. Yeah, for sure.
Master,
Okay.
my heart knows no
Intel,
greater peace than when I am by your
Intel
side.
Twitch, guys, if you want to win a 13900K, signed by Alex, who's and everything that he signed is the words he's using right now. It's going to be over at twitch.tv/Intel, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Intel, guys. And we're right now for everything that Alex has said for the last 3 minutes will be written on the CPU. He can't even defend himself right now, Sarah.
He's still talking. I have no idea.
He wants to say stuff. Oh, dude, wolves.
Can anyone hear me? Please, I need help.
We gotta save the wolves. Ow.
You have my protection.
Oh, shoot. Ow. Dude, this thing is kicking my butt.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, I killed it with its own wolf.
What is it with you and throwing them?
Dude, I mean, come on. You gotta throw them. I just killed that wolf with a wolf. Come on, that was
done for.
That was pretty epic.
It was.
It was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll
That's
be
pretty
all right.
good. You've leveled up a
But if
few
you
times
hadn't
in
come
this.
for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks.
Oh,
I'm
Norbert.
your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters
was that
is
Norbert?
that you made it
Yeah,
in time.
he's not a dragon.
Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
You'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Tis our duty to protect.
Oh, my
our
vocation
chosen
rank
path.
is... Wait. I'm not... I was not an archer. Got a small fang.
Okay, another 30 seconds, guys, on the giveaway.
30 seconds on the giveaway. What do you think of the giveaway, Alex? I think it's great, Robey.
Poor Alex.
Alex, look at his...
just crossed
he's
his
just
arm.
looking like, what the...
Mad.
Killing all sorts of wolves.
That's it.
Kill the wolves. Oh, there's a fire up here. Oh, gosh. No, 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 no. To me, to me, to me. To me. No, no. Come on. No, no. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. No, get away from the giant whatever that is. Leave the... What the... Should we fight it? Okay. We're going for it. Get it. Oh, oh, no. Oh, dude, that thing just jumped on my face. What the deuce? That dude, that guy just sat on me. Get up. What the? That was not cool.
Guess what time it is?
Not me getting my heart and my face jumped on by a freaking... Sorry, the game is like... I don't... Oh, I don't know I don't even know what to do anymore. I don't know how to handle what happened. Alex isn't even supporting me with any kind words right now.
It's like, I got nothing for you. Thank you guys for being here on our anniversary show. Can't believe it's been a year. We're super excited to keep going. And don't forget, on Discord, there's a survey going on right now with your chance to win some gift certificates. So please, please share your feedback with us. Please take that survey. And then we will be back next week, same time, same channel.
Who was the winner of the 13900K? Just so people know, because people were wondering.
Shogun Luffy.
Shogun what?
Shogun Luffy.
Shogun Luffy. There it is. Shogun Luffy. You're the winner. Yeah. So there was the winner. Who won the 13900K. Luffy. Okay. Shogun Luffy. Okay. There we go. Shogun Luffy. Okay. There we go. Congratulations to Shogun Luffy. We also to all the winners who won the onesies. To Alex, who is just speechless. He's so like enamored with what happened over the course of the show. Thank you so much for bearing with us, guys. We had so many people still tune in. Really appreciate you guys. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. That's it for the Until Live show. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.